Hello, my rambunctious listeners. Welcome to Brain Fog. Last week, I won again. I can't stop winning. This week, we're going to be doing something completely different, and I might still win. You don't know. The points are made up by me, and I make the rules. Anyway, I'm joined today with these two goobers. Say hi, goobers, in chronological order.
Hi, I'm Lemetric. Well, your name begins with Rowan, so...
That's alphabetical order. Hi, I'm Rowan.
That's...
What does chronological order mean?
Which one of you's been alive longer?
Oh, it's me then. Hi, I'm Lemetric, and welcome to Brain Fog. We're doing a podcast. Yay, hi, hello, hey.
And I'm Rowan.
And then,
and we're
doing
a podcast.
The other one, and then the other one speaks. Wow. Okay. Anyway,
I was talking.
Yeah, I talked over you.
Yeah, you sure did.
And that's Rowan. Well, hey, hi guys. I hope you had a good week. In the opposite order in which you introduce yourselves, I'd like to know how your weeks have been.
Oh, God. Oh, you're confusing me so hard. Anyway, it's been a week.
They said it.
Oh, God damn it! I said the thing.
Bring it up. Put the graphic on screen.
Merch now.
Anyway, it's just gonna be like a little MS Paint picture of a T-shirt.
I'm gonna specifically play in a round of that TKO and do a really horrible design of your "It's been a week," and that'll be the merch.
Yeah,
I put the graphic in, by the way. I put the graphic in the last episode, by the way. It's there. It exists. People know what it looks like now.
But yeah, no, it's been a week. I am recovering from the post-con depression that is classic, and I've just been slowly getting back into the swing of things. I've got one of my partners is visiting in town, and that's very exciting because it means we get to hang out for a bit.
What are you having PCD about? What is your post-con depression all about? What con?
Oh, that's from Ferality, the funny VR furry convention.
What'd you do during Ferality?
I got to see so many friends, and we hung out. I spent probably way more time than I should have in the club worlds, and I was exhausted for days afterwards.
I have number one, we'll talk about purgatory here in a minute. I'm sure somebody will bring it up. But two, I don't understand PCD with the online convention space. Maybe I'm just not involved in it as much, and because I am so terminally like going, I terminally go to like in-person conventions a lot. Like PCD for me is because there are people that I literally will not converse with at all until a year later when we are back at that same convention, right?
Oh yeah.
At a virtual con, aren't these the people that you hang out with in VR most of the time anyway?
So I think for me, it's more the fact that it is it's a period of very condensed socialization.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to do a huge amount of socializing in a very short span of time, which is great. And then we all have to return to our normal schedules and normal lives, and the socialization drops off because we're all working, we're busy, we all run different schedules, etc. So it's coming from that period of being able to see everyone all the time, constantly, to only very intermittently.
I think it also is the fact that it's got that like simulated con experience where when you're at a con, you've gone to another city or state or even country or whatever for X con, you can just see people because you're all in the same hotel or convention space. You can just walk up to them. Where in reality, you obviously, if you're on the same friends list, you can just appear in each other's instance and you're just there. There isn't like a request situation where you've got to send it and wait, and then if they accept it, you can join or whatever. You just show up, and like it's different. It's a different feeling, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I've never quite understood that because I've had friends that have gone to Ferality since its inception. And they're like, "Oh man, I got done with the weekend." Now I'm like, really? I don't get it because like to me again for VR spaces, I just go see my VR friends whenever the heck I feel like it. But like, that might just be the difference in between the interactions, and maybe it's because I've not done that event. Maybe I'll feel very different about it afterwards. Maybe there will be that like same emotional feeling of, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to see you guys like this until next Ferality. Anyway, do you guys want to go to fucking Sabretooth and look at a mirror for a while?
Go to Popcorn Palace and just lay down and stare at stuff.
Ah, man. Okay. Well then, other than PCD and Ferality, what else has been happening? And your partner, of course, being over.
I mean, that's the bulk of it. I've been getting back into work, and
You've been playing any new clicker games? You've been
I actually the funny story about that is that Ferality actually knocked me out of all of my idle games that I was doing.
Are you non-addicted now? Are you have a
Wait, hold on.
non-addicted personality suddenly?
No.
I have an important question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there one open in the background right now?
Right now.
There is not.
Oh,
You're like not lying to me right now.
I'm not.
Oh, you better open up Proton right now. I want to see.
I will literally.
I want to see.
Share.
Parsec, open it now.
I'll share
I
my
don't
entire
believe you.
screen right now.
I don't believe you at all. Mrs. literally was playing fucking idle game last time and went, I don't have a problem. I don't have an addiction.
Look at this. I don't have.
This
any
is
open...
monitor 1. You
Look at my
lie,
taskbar
snake,
that shows all
you
of the open
snake,
programs.
You
okay?
snake. You snake.
I'm sorry that I'm
You have
not
a
streaming
phone.
all three
You
of my
have a phone.
monitors at
Negative
once.
points. You're negative points for.
You can
for
see
not
my
proving your
taskbar.
point. Negative 2 points. Negative 2 points. You probably have it open on your phone. You're lying.
I will literally turn on my camera right now.
Oh my
See my
god.
phone.
You could have just locked it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I saw an idle game right there. It
do you
was right
mean?
there.
I just
The
unlocked my phone.
notification
And
was
there's
right there.
nothing
Negative
there.
5 points. Negative
There's
5 points right there. Negative 5 points.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go into my my recent apps here.
This is a dumb bit. This is
and
a dumb bit.
There's Discord, there's Twitter, there's Telegram.
That's an
there's-
interesting Twitter page you got there.
Yeah, like there's no. The last idle game is from like last night. Okay.
And it's still there. You're still running it. Yep.
No,
Yep,
it's
yep,
not
yep.
even running anymore.
Yep. Okay.
I'm
All
being
right.
targeted.
All right. Well, that's enough of your stories. Anyway.
Can't admit that I've broken free of the cycle.
Louis, it's your
Hi.
turn to tell me about your week.
I also went to Ferality. And I actually had a very opposite feeling, I guess you could say. And that I went and I like overstimulated myself. Like I haven't been in VR properly since December. So being in there like 6 months later, I've lost all of my you know how like when you build up a tolerance to something, like I'd lost all of it. So I was standing in VR for something like 8 hours on Thursday and I think it was 10 hours on Friday. And when I came out, my head just felt like someone was just punching me repeatedly in the side of the head. And that feeling then like carried over till Saturday, and I just felt like really angry. I was just genuinely just pissed off at everything. So I was like, I don't want to be in virality. I don't want to see people right now. I don't want to talk to anyone. So I did the smart thing. I'll go and play a Souls-like because that'll make me feel better. It only made me more angry.
I could have told you that would happen.
I should have told myself. I should have told myself that, but I was dumb, and I was. My brain was like, Neo Free has a limited time demo that ends on the 16th, on the PlayStation 5 only. So
Gosh.
I was. I'm gonna go do that because it gives you like special stuff for the game, and I spent like 3 hours playing it, and I got to the final boss, and I couldn't beat it because it's just so crazy. But I also was then realized, why am I doing this? Because I'm going to be playing this on PC, so I'm not even going to get the benefits for what I'm doing. So I came back to my computer annoyed. I played some Liza P. I watched some stuff with Kamari, and I went back to Friday once I felt better. And it was fun. I really like the theme. Like the theme was like obviously like dreamscape and like sleeping and dreams and stuff like that, and it was really nice. And they definitely cooked this time on the designs of the worlds. Like they were so pretty.
Oh my gosh, the theme is so good.
This is so good. I literally just I'm more the thing that upsets me more from leaving the con is that I'm not going to see those worlds again outside of videos. That you just can't go back to them. So unless obviously
Do they
someone's
lock
ripped them somewhere.
Do they lock
Well,
them?
yeah, well, the people rip them all the time, but like other than that, they are just locked. They are gone. They shut them down. But it's like a convention, right? You can't just go back to the exact same convention because you can't just go back in time. So
I think
it's just gone.
It's art pieces, like
I think the Aqua and Silva worlds are now public, but like it's like a 2-year window before the worlds become public, and like last year's still don't even exist yet.
Yeah, no, and they add some of it to Finn's room as in like you can go in the portal and you can go to like basically I think it's like a kind of part of the lobby or something. But I don't know, it's just not the same. You can't just go and look at them and like sit in the worlds because they're really pretty and they're really well done. And they had like a lot more love put into them this year than they did for last year. So that was good. I like that. But other than that, I've just been, working and gaming, and working. Beat the Lies of PDLC. They seriously cooked on some of those boss fights and the weapons and just they had the voice actor for Astarion. He played one of the characters in the new Lies of PDLC, and he was such a twat, and I loved it.
Yay! We love that. We love
Astarion. And other than that, I've just been playing like a lot of Next Fest demos. Like they've got like a ton out. Like Dispatch had a demo, and Dispatch is it's what's his name? The guy Nolan North. I think it's Nolan North. It's either Nolan North or the other one, who I always mistake him with. Is the main character, and it's got a lot of really high profile voice actors in the game, and Jacksepticeye is one of them. And the point is you're like a dispatcher for heroes, so you have a team of heroes that like you get a call and there's a cat stuck in a tree. Who do you send? Do you send the homicidal maniac? Do you send the giant bat person? Do you send the invisible girl or whatever? And you get to do that, and then obviously you get rated on how good or bad they do, and you get to level them up and make them better or worse, and it's just really fun. And the dialogue for like the 30-minute demo that's on Steam right now is just insane. Obviously, that goes away in 3 days, so by the time this podcast comes around, you won't get a chance to play it. But
you all missed it. We're
missed it.
Back in that same territory where Lumi tells us about a thing that's already happened.
I'm telling you about a thing that I just did.
So
anyway. Yeah, so there's a lot of good. There is and was by this time this comes out a lot of good demos on Steam. So definitely check out those videos because there's tons of them all over the place, probably by different people. But other than that, not much else. Standard week.
Does anybody want to ask me about my week and get a point?
How's your week?
Just thinking, oh my god,
Lumi said it first. Look, you missed out on the assignment. +1 to Lumi. Huh? My week has been incredibly busy. I have been dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm gonna meta this a bit. The episode that came out, not the last one, but the one before that, was a huge booger to do. I had to re-edit it, which meant that took up a portion of my week. I've been working on several other projects. I am announcing on this podcast, I guess, that did I do it last time? Did I say it? Did I talk about Mass Boy last time?
Which part? Talk about
Mass Boy? Did I talk about Mass Boy last time?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I did. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the partner thing. Yeah, no. So like I'm dating somebody new, and that's been taking up a lot of my time. And other than that, I've been having a lot of like events and stuff happening. So we've got Pride coming up. So I have a Pride event going on next week, which is going to be a whole big thing. I'm going to actual Pride, which is the weekend following that whole big thing. I've got emo night, which is like a big once every blue moon thing that I'm doing this Friday. And then all of my other projects that I've been having to go on, plus making all these hoodies and stuff, I've just been swamped. I've not had a singular day to just go, man, I can just relax today. There is no relax. Every day is pain. Every day I get I wake up I eat bread, I eat the pink slop, and then I am put in front of a computer and I sit there for 18 to 22 hours. And I'm like,
Wait.
please God, I want to escape.
What is the pink slop? Is that
22?
Yeah.
what is the pink slop?
The pink slop. Do I have to look at the pink slop for you?
I don't know what it is. Like, to me, that sounds screams
Editor.
Pepto-Bismol.
Editor, put in the pink slop.
Is it the Teletubby, the pink slop?
It is the pink slop that I got. Okay, it is a random Reddit post that explains that this guy who regularly takes home trans girls, right, will routinely, to send them off in the morning, make them a breakfast, which consists of a glass of milk and a bowl of pink slop, which, or it's known as pink breakfast, I think, but it is bread that you then pour milk on and then put into a bowl with pink food coloring and you mix. It's called the pink slop.
Why? What?
It is an insane thing, but my friends have got me to like are convinced that I should try to make said pink slop because many people were there. The internet is divided on it. Half of the internet is like, that is the most foul thing I've ever heard, and then the other half of the internet, mostly trans people, are like, I'd try that. And I'm like,
Why?
I can't tell if you're memeing or if you're being truthful and honest right now.
I
And
think
either
that's the
way-
most foul thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I gotta say, putting milk on bread and making it soggy pink slop just sounds awful.
I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to try it.
Why don't you just get like oatmeal and put pink food coloring in that? At least then it would have some sort of consistency.
Hold on. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the pink. I'm gonna make you guys look at it. You guys are gonna take some fucking psychic damage.
I'm already, if you could see my face, it's already just like squinting.
All right, relevant casting chat. Here you go. Here's the pink. It is.
I hate that.
Whenever I've had a trans girl stay the night, I make them this for breakfast the morning after. It's a hot dish, unlike oatmeal, not unlike oatmeal in many ways. It's got bread, boiled water, a bit of milk, and pink for color. The drink is the same without the bread. It always perks them up and gives them energy before I send them on their merry way. My question to you is, what do you make your dates for breakfast the morning after? r/LGBT.
I hate this. I hate everything about this. Like, it's not. It's terrible.
What do you?
The fact that it's warm somehow makes it so much worse.
Yep.
It's I was sent this and someone's like, you have to do this. And I was like, I don't have to anything.
I don't think you have to do anything. No,
I don't have to anything.
No,
However,
you have two. There's two acceptable responses to that, right? The first one was "fuck you, no." The second one was like within like an hour of receiving this, you post an image on Twitter with exactly that, going, "Hey guys, I made breakfast."
I might just be waiting for pink food coloring to come in. So I can do that exact thing.
Amazon next day delivery pink food coloring so I can make the pink slop.
I was given this image, this very cursed image. Apparently it's old too. This has been around for a hot minute. But every person I brought it up to has gone, I've never heard of this. And I'm like, perfect. This is for me.
I've never heard of this.
For me.
And I hate everything about it.
No, it's not that. It can't be. It's not that. It's not that. Rowan, would you try the pink slop with me? It's literally, if you look at the top, the image description, it is pink breakfast slop.jpg.
I don't.
I'm not kidding.
I think there is an amount of money that I would try this for, but it is a not insignificant amount of money that you'd have to pay me to try the pig slop.
$20? $20?
I'm not that cheap. Sorry.
Man. I would for 20. Anyway, moving on. We're done talking about the pink slip. You know what? You guys have had good weeks. We've talked about the slop. We've talked about virality. We talked about Liza P, which is awesome, and also I want to play it, but I am bad at old games. I will not. No.
I gave you that game, didn't I?
Liza P? I bought
Yeah,
Liza P.
You're brilliant. I've given like so many keys out of that lately. I forgot who I gave it to.
I bought that game.
You should play it. It's great.
I did it on stream. You made fun of me.
I know, but you should play it more.
You should play it more.
You'll get good eventually.
Oh my god, negative points because you won't shut the fuck up about Liza P.
I'll take those negative points.
Negative this many for... I can't believe I'm giving you negative points and positive points for Liza P.
I negate myself.
You did not negate yourself, however. But today I want to talk about something more pressing. Have you guys ever heard of a little known show from the 90s called Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yes.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
It is a claymation animated show that used to pit Cartoon Network, Comedy Central, and real life people together in a ring to duke it out. Many years later, we were blessed once again with the same format. However, it became solely about fictional characters. This was known as Death Battle. It started on Screw Attack and made its way through many, many iterations until today, which it still airs to this day. The boomstick still exists. I want us to rip off that format right now. I want my own celebrity deathmatch. I want my own death battle. And I want to do it using your favorite characters to start. And to determine which one of you gets to make your first draft, which there's probably only going to be one considering, I'm going to roll a d20. Somebody pick even, somebody pick odds.
Evens.
Guess I'm odds then.
19.
Damn
It is Lumi who gets the first pick.
Okay. You want me to just launch into it?
Well, tell me who your first pick is.
My first pick would be Dragon Ball Z's very own Vegito.
Oh my god!
He's literally my favorite fused character in Dragon Ball Z.
I'm allocating you some points right now because of Okay. And now I want Rowan to not tell me who their character is, because I want you to keep it secret. I want you to formulate a plan to combat Vegito. Using your favorite character. You must now DM me exactly who the character you're going to pick was. You do not get to change it. Send it to me now.
I just want you to know that all I hear in my brain right now is Dragon, Rock the Dragon.
What do you mean, really? Are you
Dragon,
surprised by this?
Rock the Dragon, Dragon Ball. We're gonna get fucking DMCA'd. Anyway. Alright. So, I want you to explain to me Vegito, the character.
Vegito is the fusion of the two popular characters, Goku and Vegeta. They use the Potara earrings to fuse for 30 minutes at a time, unless you're a god. If you're a god, it's permanent. So they get 30 minutes of fusion, and then they split up, and then they can do it again. I believe the cooldown is an hour. So, knowing both Saiyans in general, all Saiyans, they get beat up, they get stronger, they come back harder. So, if they can't do it in 30 minutes and they have to split up, well, one, you've got two people to deal with at that point. And then if they can't do that within an hour, they can just fuse and they're already stronger than they were like an hour and a half ago. So it's like it's just a non-winnable battle for you, because senzu beans exist in this universe and they can just pop those bitches like Tic Tacs.
Okay, so hold on. So we're assuming that they have access to the senzu bean.
Yep.
They can split and then recombine if allowed to.
Yep.
What's their power level? Like, what are we talking? Like, what are their main like move sets or powers?
Well, so here's the bit where you have to take out of the anime a little bit, right? So in the anime, you never see Vegeta go higher than Super Saiyan Blue. So
Okay.
canonically, he has only gone to Super Saiyan Blue, but also canonically, Goku has reached Super Saiyan Instinct, and Vegeta has reached something. I think it was called like Ego Vegeta or Vegeta Ego or something. It was basically purple-haired Vegeta, which is like above. It's not Super Saiyan Instinct level, but it's above Super Saiyan Blue. So if they were to fuse at that level, there would be a Vegito uncomparable. They have now released was it Daima, Dragon Ball Z Daima, where they have reached Super Saiyan 4 again. So Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is a potential technicality that could exist in canon, and I don't know. There's like a whole Super Saiyan. There's like a whole Dragon Ball Z What If universe, which has
What if?
so many different fusion combinations that you're like Vegeta fuses with Frieza and all other random crap that happens. So anything can really happen. But if you take it, the most powerful character in the anime is Beast Gohan, which is the one that you got from the most recent movie. Super Saiyan Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku, sorry, was the one below that, like number 2, like the second most powerful, and then below that was this Ego Vegeta guy. So if those two fuse, Ego Vegeta and Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct Goku, they're already more powerful than Beast Gohan. So they're the most powerful character canonically in the universe.
Okay.
No one can beat them by that point.
That sounds like it's a very OP character with a lot of movesets. They have abilities to draw from multiple people.
Mhm.
I'm understanding. I am giving you a constraint.
Okay.
You must use canonical movesets. You cannot use just any other moveset because we've never seen them do it.
No, that's fine. They would only pull from Goku and Vegeta's powers. So you have the Kamehameha, you have the Gallic Gun, you have Final Flash, you have Big Bang Attack, you have I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the sword move where he puts like a beam of light out of his hand and uses it as a sword. He uses that canonically to pierce people, lift them up, throw them, and slash them.
Don't give me everything. Don't give me everything.
Okay.
Don't give me everything. I do want some.
Okay.
This feels
Careful with me.
I
Your
just want you guys to
hyperfixation is
know.
showing.
I just want you all to know. I just got a DM from Rowan which says this feels violently unbalanced, and I'm sorry to say it, dude. I warned you. I warned you. I said pick somebody that could win in a fight. You chose your own death. Speaking of which, we are now going to go to you and your choice. Please tell me about them, their movesets, what they can do, and what their power level is.
Now, I think there's still a chance here. So I have picked.
There's still a chance.
I think there's still a chance here. I have
Okay.
picked none other than a character known as Frieren the Slayer.
Guys, I warned them. I said ahead of time. I
You
was like, pick
said-
someone that can win in a fight. I mentioned Earth Destroyers. I said
You
could
said
go with
quite specifically, pick your favorite
favorite-
character, not
that
the most
favorite character
overpowered
that
character.
can win in a fight.
Not the most
specifically said-
overpowered character.
I specifically said pick a character, your favorite character that can win in a fight.
I'm pretty sure Frieren can win in a fight.
Okay, explain it to me then. Tell me how Freeren's
So-
gonna pull this off.
Frieren, for those who have not seen the anime, is a wizard of nearly unparalleled skill in their universe. She has an amazing repertoire of spells and magic that she can cast. She has an immense mana pool to draw from, and a very near instantaneous reaction to what her opponents are doing, given to her by well over 1,000 years of hardened battle training. Among some of the things that she has done, she's got things like hypnosis and restraint magic, killing beams, She can summon lightning, summon miniature black holes, raise golems. She's got pretty much almost anything you can think of, including her favorite spell, which summons a field of flowers.
I need tell me more, because I'm gonna be honest. I need you to give me more. I need it. I need more. I can't help you.
So she has pretty much she has access to pretty much almost any spell that exists in the world of Freerun, and there are spells that do pretty much any specific thing. There is a spell out there that is literally just for, finding jewelry, right? So that's something where, like, we're already going to start looking at what Vegito has here. She can use a spell to find and remove the earrings of fusion. She's got it's a little bit of healing magic that she possesses, and there are a variety of defensive barriers. One of her other big things is she can analyze the things that her opponents are doing to counter, copy, or dispel them. And obviously, there is going to be a little bit of a difference between, okay, her universe uses mana and magic. The Dragon Ball universe uses, what is it, ki?
Mm-hmm.
Is it ki? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But I think fundamentally those both kind of fall into the same category of mystical energy to produce an effect.
Okay. All right. So, I I need to solve this battle by allowing you to duke it out. And the way we're going to do that is pretty simple. There's going to be a series of checks and balances. We are basically doing a super duper short one shot. I have been able to find resources on the power levels of each of your characters. I need to get one more for free run, because I feel like if I don't, then might not end well. Oh god, oh god. Goku's power level is literally so high. Then Vegito's is like so much higher. I pray for you, Freerun. I am rooting for you so hard, and I'm giving you advantages. I'm giving you advantages because of the imbalance.
That's exciting.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, you find yourselves in an open field. Both characters side by side. You turn to each other and say, "You know what? I bet I could win in a fight against you." The other one says, "That's laughable. I could destroy you, little one." So you decide the two of you must do battle to decide the winner. There's a lot of decide. Anyway, what is your opening phrase?
Laughable that you think you could beat me, tiny elf.
All right, Freerun, your response.
I don't think I can beat you. I know that I can.
All right, there you go. I gave you some points for that. By the order that you chose your characters, you get to make your first opening move. Go.
Flash step into chop with hand at neck.
Okay, so you are currently 5 spaces away. You can move a maximum of 3 steps forward. So you can move forward towards them with flash step and then do a move, or you can move towards them and then end your turn. Go.
That's what I just did, though, isn't it? Flash step into move.
1, 2, 3, and then, well, you can't hit their neck. You're still 2 spaces.
Oh,
spaces away.
okay. Flash step and then keep blast.
Okay. Freeman, go. They're 2 steps away from you, directly in front.
She has effectively a shield spell as a reactive spell, and she has a restraining spell that just simply requires line of sight. Turns out, Vegito is still in line of sight, and that restraining spell canonically cannot be broken as long as line of sight still is maintained.
Vegito, do you have a reaction?
Well, I need to understand this restraining spell. Does he not move at all, or can he just not move like around? Can his hands move?
In D&D?
A little bit.
Just explain.
It is effectively it locks you down. You cannot move.
You can't move a muscle. You
cannot
move.
you cannot move. You basically
A
only
muscle.
have access.
You cannot move your fingers. I can't wiggle. I can't breathe. None of it.
You can maintain breathing. You can speak, and you can move your eyes, but any greater limb movement is completely restrained.
Freerun, I'm sorry to tell you this. You've made a mistake. All right, Vegito, go ahead and
Use obscene levels of key to break spell.
you failed on that check. So Freerun, they are still locked down. What do you do?
How about a nice, lovely spell to summon a black hole directly inside of his chest?
Let me see if that even kind of comes close. It fails. It's a 3.
Oh wow,
You
that's
try to do the
embarrassing.
black hole, and instead it summons a black hole like 500 miles away, and now you just have this hellscape that's building around you. Vegito, you have broken the spell. You just rolled a 17. You are now allowed to move. You're 2 steps away from Freerun, who didn't run away for some reason. Go ahead and make your next move.
I again flash step into Chopneck.
Okay, and reaction, Freerun.
She's just gonna teleport further away.
Let me see if you do that. That's a nat 20. You do move away. You move away exactly 3 steps behind them. Make your move.
I'm just gonna recast the restraining spell. And
Your restraining spell has been mitigated. There is a time period that you can use that. You've used your usage for this battle.
1 usage per battle.
Yep, 1 usage per battle. Sorry about that.
You know what? I think we're gonna use that nice, lovely spell to pull the earrings off and just
So
knock
so
that
what
power
is
level
what is
down a
the
few
what is
notches.
this what is the spell? What is the spell exactly?
It does not have a name, unfortunately. I can't.
So you're using teleporting magic is what you're trying to tell me.
There is a spell that finds and retrieves jewelry.
Items.
It
Okay,
is-
okay,
yes.
I'll accept that. I'm gonna roll for it. Yes, you do complete that. Vegito is now loses the earring, but is now Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta and Goku. What do? You both get a turn.
Vegeta, how does your movement work? Going flying. I'm flying. Vegeta's
Flying
flying.
movement, you can still only move 3 steps ahead. Freerun
And
is still didn't use their movement, so they're exactly 3 steps behind you.
Hold on, can he fly
I don't know
up?
why they're not moving.
Can he fly up and still use a move?
Okay, if you fly up, you can only move forward twice.
Okay, so I just want him to go upward, directly
Yeah,
upward, and
yep,
fire
you're up.
Big Bang attack.
All right, Big Bang
Oh,
attack.
I
Let's see
thought
if
the
that
teleport
hits.
was my movement.
No,
Well, damn.
no, that was
Oh,
a
well.
spell. You used a spell. Big Bang attack goes off. You did roll a 7, however. I'm gonna roll for Freerun's response to that. They got a 10, so they do win that. So they narrowly dodge it by like shadow stepping or something. I don't know.
Can
Step slightly
Goku
to the left.
having waited for the reaction moved into punching range?
So Goku moved 3 steps ahead next to them.
Yes, and punches.
Then punches. Okay, let me see if that is. Yeah, that's an 8. You guys have terrible rolls. Oh, but Freerun rolled a 6. So we're gonna go ahead and hit them with some damage. That's just a regular punch, right? So it's an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this. You're going.
But it's from Goku.
But it's from Goku. That's correct. But it's an unarmed. It's still an unarmed strike. You did. I have some points allocated to how strong Freerun and Vegito are. You did 5 points of damage. Freerun is hit by this strike and flies approximately 7 spaces away from Goku's punch, lands into the ground in a heap, but then swiftly gets up, rubs the blood off of her face with anger in her eyes. It is now Freerun's turn again. Freerun responds.
I think she's gonna do some fun sealing magic to seal all of the ki away from one of these 2 fighters. A seal that
Right,
would...
which one?
Goku just punched her. It's gonna be Goku here.
Okay, I'm a roll, and that's not looking good. Yeah, so that did fucking nothing.
Oh, well, that's
You still
unfortunate.
have movement. I would suggest using it.
She can also fly. She's gonna fly and move. Start
Fly what?
fly up and backwards. Stay
Up
out of.
and so you can move up 1 and then backwards 2.
Yeah,
So
sure.
you are now 10 steps away. However, these two have swift movement. They're allowed to do that and unarmed strike. So you are approximately from Goku. You are now 9 steps away, but from Vegeta, you are only 4. So
I thought they were both near each other in the same direction.
no, Vegeta only moved upwards and then did an attack.
Are you saying Goku was
moved
behind?
right next to you. Yeah, Goku moved right up next to you and then punched you.
Something about this battle map doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna be moving
I have the
towards-
battle map in front of me. I'm looking at it. All right. Vegeta, you get to go first.
I need to ask you 2 quick questions to clarify. First question, Super Saiyan leveling, powering up, does that cost,
That's a turn.
count?
That's a whole turn.
Okay. And shooting things like Kamehameha, how far do they go?
So the attack distance on that would be 10 spaces.
Okay. So
for large attacks, smaller attacks will have a range of 12 spaces.
okay, so
I've given Freerun
Vegeta,
a lot of leeway with the 9 space attack that they did.
different.
So
So Vegeta does Final Flash, and Goku in turn uses Kamehameha.
oh, directed both of them. Okay, that's all right. Let's do Final Flash first. That's Final Flash does not hit. Jesus Christ. All right, let's do Kamehameha. That, oh my God. Freerun, I want to see if you have a reactionary.
She does have defensive shielding that is effectively a free reaction.
I was gonna say your shield taking a hit already, isn't it?
I think they're using a reactionary shield. They didn't use it completely up the last time. This is going to do it. So
Okay.
it absorbed 5 points of the Kamehameha, which hits you now for 3. You get hit again by Goku. To no one's surprise, you are hurty real bad. I'm assuming you have healing magic. I am your DM. I'm not telling you what to do, but as your
She
friend
does-
that feels like you're getting
She does
your
have
shit
healing
rocked
magic.
right now.
I feel I feel as though my magic is being unfairly limited, given that her.
It's not being limited. I
Given
just
that-
gave you 5 free points away from that damage that was about to kill you. I am a benevolent god. Do
I've
not
also-
speak to me that way again. Negative points.
I've got to say, I feel like Goku's one Kamehameha would probably delete her if we were using proper power levels.
I'm being fair. I'm being as fair as I possibly can be. I am bending some rules. Okay, Freerun, you do not look good. You are bleeding from the mouth. Your arm looks mangled. What do you do?
I mean, if I just sit here and spam healing, I'm just gonna keep taking hits.
Probably.
So, she's gonna pull the Earth itself into a defensive golem to help protect her.
The Earth. The whole Earth?
Well, the Earth, the dirt and stone around her.
The dirt. Okay. Okay, you're summoning a stone golem.
All the rocks that Vegeta kind of blew up with his missing Final Flash.
All right, so you now have
The final flash
on your side
already happened.
a golem. I'm gonna call this a defensive golem. So this is I'm now turning this into all right. Freerun has life points. This is your card. This is suddenly Yu-Gi-Oh. All right. I'm gonna reset where the stage is so you guys understand where everybody is. Vegeta, you are currently to the left slightly. You are 4 steps away from where Freerun is. 3 steps away from where the golem is. Goku, you are 7 steps away from the golem and 8 steps away from Freerun. What
Can I
would
ask
you
for
like?
a check, please?
What?
Can I ask for a check?
Yeah, sure.
Goku punched her. Goku shot her with energy beam. Has she
Yes.
managed to continue to hold on to the earrings?
No, the earrings. Oh, I should have told you guys where the earrings are. The earrings fell to the ground. They're currently 3 steps to the left of Freerun.
Did they have an hour cooldown on those?
No, it's 30 minutes that they can maintain.
Yeah, and you took them off early.
So yeah, you kind of boned yourself.
You said that once they were off, they had an hour cooldown.
No, it's an hour cooldown after the 30 minutes.
Yeah. I think you gave them like 2 minutes.
Yeah, do not fight with your god. Let's say each round robin is 3 minutes. Every
Fighting
round
with
robin
Lumi
is 3
here.
minutes. What do you mean you're with Lumi here?
I'm fighting with
fighting with
Lumi
Lumi.
here. I'm
Oh,
saying
you're fighting with Lumi?
that ability was misrepresented.
It is not misrepresented. I understood it completely. Negative points for arguing with your god. I am giving you points, by the way, Rowan. You don't see them, but I am aggressively
Oh my
giving and
God.
taking away points from both of you.
I have a question for one of Goku's abilities.
Sure.
Are you familiar with the Dragon Punch, the one that
Yes.
he used to beat Piccolo?
Yes.
How far would that go if he was to use it?
It's the same rules as before. It's 10 steps
10.
or 10 steps for big ones, 12 steps for little ones.
Okay, so would that be 10 then?
That would be 10.
Okay,
So
and
they're 1 within, or they're 2 within range right now.
and you told me that Golem is 7 steps
7
away and
steps away,
Freerun's 8?
correct. Yep,
And
and you
Freerun's
have
8?
to hit the golem first. I'm going to give
Okay, that's fine.
them a
That's fine.
chance.
Let me finish. So Golem and then Freerun directly behind it, correct? Okay, so Vegeta is going to fire off another big bang while Goku tries to Dragon Punch through the Golem and Freerun at the same time.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do Oh, wow, okay. The golem takes Vegeta's hit and just laughs at it. It just bounces right the fuck off. In fact, it bounces off into Vegeta, causing them to take causes them to take 7 points of damage. It's bad. That's real bad. Vegeta hurty real bad. They just flashbang themselves real hard. However, Goku is gonna do their move and by 1 point hits the golem, knocking its left arm off, lowering its defense. It is now the golem's turn.
That golem, it still has an arm, right? Vegeta's in
Has
melee
one
range?
arm. Has one arm. And Vegeta is within melee range, correct?
Yeah.
How is Vegeta in melee range if he's flying
3
to
steps
a
away.
Golem?
3 steps away. I
This
count
golem
steps as up as well.
This golem is also like 20 feet tall.
That's a big golem. All right, so you're gonna swing at Vegeta?
Yeah, swatting that fly out of the air. Let's go.
Okay, so just an unarmed strike. So I hate to tell you this, you both rolled critical successes.
Oh boy.
You both rolled 20s. So here's what's gonna happen now. The golem hits Vegeta squarely in the face, knocking them to the ground directly to where the earring is. And as a reactionary, Vegeta gets to make a bonus move.
Throw one of the earrings to Goku.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if it if it gets thrown. That's another 20. Is this die fucked up? Hold
What
on.
the hell?
And then now I gotta see if Goku catches it. No, they roll. Okay, Vegeta throws an amazing arc directly at Goku. There is no way that they could miss. It's impossible. Somehow, a sewer grate spawns behind Goku. And it falls directly inside. And somehow, Goku missed it completely. Moved out of the way, in fact. And it fell in there. They rolled a 1. They have to retrieve it, which will take an entire turn of just Goku. Okay? Alright, that's your bonus move done. Now, Freerun, you get to take a turn.
Healing.
You healed for 2 points. You are still hurt. Real bad. Alright, Goku. What do you do?
Vegeta, I want to say eats a senzu bean.
Senzu bean. Okay.
And Goku
So hold on, let me
immediate-
senzu bean damage. You healed 6 points. All right, Vegeta's
And-
fine. Vegeta feels
and
great.
Goku powers up to Super Saiyan level 4. No, blue. Sorry, blue.
Blue.
Super Saiyan blue.
Okay, that takes an entire turn.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Golem, it is your turn. You're still within melee range.
Hey, you know what's fun about being in melee range?
Yeah.
Having giant arms made of rock that you can punch things with.
Giant arm.
Well,
Giant
okay,
arm.
fair. Giant arm made of rock that you can punch things with.
Okay. Let me see if you punch things with it. Okay, you do punch Vegeta. So, like the Incredible Hulk, they grab Vegeta by the face and slam it repeatedly into the ground.
Truly
Over and
Saiyan.
over again. This is a very Vegeta moment. I've seen this happen before.
It's true.
Taking 3 points of damage. They are now hurty again. But not too hurty. Still hurty, though. Freerin, your turn. I suggest doing something.
There's a nice lovely power up going on. Let's see if we can just
It's not magic. So if this is magic negation, you immediately are wasting a turn. I'm being fair to you right now and telling you ahead.
Well, shit, there goes my idea.
Yeah, you can't use magic negation against Ki. That's not how this works. You're in a pickle. You need to start doing some offensive magic. I don't know what you're on about. Offensive magic. Stop trying to restrain them and cancel their moves. Kill them. Kill them.
Yeah, sure. You know what?
This is a death battle.
I am playing to the spirit of how Freerin would fight.
Freerin's scared shitless right now. 2 very large Bara men are about to clap her cheeks.
Oh, wait, whoa, hang on. She's gonna
I said what I said.
Using some nice, lovely lightning bolts all over.
Lightning bolt.
Big
Lightning
fancy AoE.
Firebolt.
Big lovely multi-target lightning AoE. You would love to see it.
Alright, so lightning AoEs, because we haven't done an AoE attack yet, it is half of what the area of a direct attack is, so it is 5 spaces, which means you can only hit one of them, and one of them is within your area. So, like, I'm guessing you're going after Goku?
Oh, well, if I can only hit one of them, then,
Yeah.
we're just gonna shoot. We're gonna do my own lovely version of a Kamehameha, which is Zoltrak.
Okay.
Classic,
Alright, Zoltrak.
classic. Shooty kill spell.
That is a 2. You better hope. Your hope did not succeed.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to you just then. You just tried to fire off something and, like, you shot it into space. It was real pretty looking. Didn't do
Ooh,
fuck
fireworks.
or all. It did not fuck or all. Alright, Vegeta! Get off the ground, dude!
Vegeta was grabbed and like slammed, but you never said let go. So is he still in the Golem's grasp, or is he closer now because he was grabbed?
The Golem has let them go at this point.
Okay, and he's still 4 spaces away from Freerin.
3.
Okay, 3. Okay. Let's go. Vegeta flies 3 spaces up.
Okay. So
And
you are now
fires
technically 6 spaces away.
Fires off a multi-barrage. So let's make it 2 spaces then. Make it 2 spaces.
Okay.
And fires a multi-barrage of like just tons of key shots. You've seen him do it before. He just goes and just fires tons and tons and tons of key shots. Yeah, into that like general area of both Golem and Freerin.
So that is an AoE of 5 spaces around. That definitely will hit both.
I have a question. How large are these spaces?
I reckon they'd be like 5 feet, like a standard D&D.
So
space.
it is. This is definitely gonna hit you. Yeah. Freerin, do you have any reactionary? Your shield is gone.
Yeah, she's got some nice, lovely magic that can redirect energy and
Energy or
send that
magic?
shit- energy.
Okay.
She can
So
send
you're
that
gonna try
shit
to do that?
right back.
So you're trying to deflect. You're trying to use a deflection. So this is a fucking shield.
No, this is a redirection.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna roll for it and see if you get it. Well then. Huh. Vegeta.
Yeah, my reaction is to deflect the blast back by punching and kicking them back.
Yeah, you can't. So Freerun rolled hold on.
Sorry.
Freerun rolled a 20 to
Oh.
deflection. And then I already rolled your reaction back, which was a critical failure.
Oh.
You're going to take the full brunt of your own attack, doing 10 points of damage.
Oh
And
dear.
Vegeta is out of the fight currently. They
Oh
are
my God.
KO'd. They are KO'd. They're on the ground. They are bleeding. There is someone crying, "No, leave Vegeta alone!" Bulma is out, like, doing their fucking, like, weird anime cry thing. Alright, Goku, you've powered up, dude.
Instant
you doing?
translocation to drop a senzu bean in Vegeta's mouth.
What? What is it?
Instant translocation to drop a senzu bean in Vegeta's mouth.
Okay, let me roll.
You know, his like fingers to forehead teleport.
Yeah,
move.
instant transference. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Gotta roll it 3 times. The regular save. Yes. They are now back up with 3 points. Goku, you have used transportation, and you are currently next to Vegeta. So, and you've given them a sensu bean. So you've done a movement and an action, but you have an unarmed strike, and there's a golem right there.
Punch the golem!
Punch the golem?
Punch the golem!
Okay. 19 and a 2. Okay. You're punching that golem, and you hit it for... Oh, shit.
Does he get any sort of buff because he's now level, like, Super Saiyan Blue?
Yeah, I've already accounted for that. You just did 18 points of damage to the golem.
Let's go!
It's obliterated. It's gone. That golem has diso-fucking-peered. There is nothing left. In fact, Freerun, you're gonna take 2 points of damage because of the shrapnel that you just got hit in the face with.
No!
And it knocks you back 2 spaces. You are now 5 spaces away from Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta is up with 3 points. Goku is up with 8 points. I'm telling you now your guys' point values because I feel like it's important at this stage. Goku has a power buff. Vegeta is going to take a 1 turn of summoning sickness essentially, because they were just brought back. But Freerun, you have 4 points of health. You're not looking great.
Yeah.
So it is now Freerun's turn. I pray for you.
You know what? Lightning. We're doing the AoE now. They're right next to each other. They're within 5
Alright,
spaces.
so you're gonna AoE?
And then we're gonna start moving the fuck away.
Alright, you are allowed to do that, and... No.
The dice are trying to kill me, aren't they?
So, you rolled an 11, and they rolled a 14 as a defense.
Do I get a reaction?
No, you don't get a reaction.
Okay.
Not on this AoE. There's no attack of opportunity. So, they're gonna take some damage, but it's reduced. Vegeta takes 1 point, and Goku takes 2.
Okay.
So, Vegeta now has 2 points, and Goku has 6.
Okay.
And Freerun still has 4. All right, Freerun, you still have movement. Would you like to try to get the fuck away?
She's getting the fuck away, in fact.
Where to?
Further away from both of them.
So directly back 3 spaces.
Yep.
All right, you are currently... What did I say? How many steps did I say before?
5.
It was 5. Yeah, you're 8 steps away. You are still within long distance attack range. I pray for you. Goku, you get to go. Vegeta has summoning sickness.
I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Instant translocation right behind her.
All right, that does count. That is your entire movement. That does count. You have an unarmed strike.
Kick the bitch.
Kick. Okay. You lucky devil. You rolled a 16. Freerin
Uh-huh.
rolled a 19.
Okay.
So Freerin is going to take damage, but it is reduced. So, you do have a buff though, which is the bad part about this. At disadvantage, you just did 3 points of damage.
So Freerin has 1 left.
Freerin has 1 point of health left. I strongly okay. Freerin gets kicked right. Where are you kicking him? Explain.
I'm gonna kick like forward and up. So like I was like going to kick them like towards Vegeta basically. So back the way they came.
Okay, so you're gonna kick them. It's gonna do 3 points of damage. They're gonna sail through the air like a blahai that I have thrown in my bed. It's gonna go up.
No!
It's gonna fall to the ground. Freerin now lands halfway between you and Vegeta and is now exactly. This became a very unfair fight the second you split the two up. I want to tell you this now. You had the opportunity to like destroy these people. You are now evenly spaced between the two and are 4 spaces away from both. This does not look good for you.
Listen, I had a plan and the dice said no.
Freerin, go.
She's got one trick up her sleeve, which is once again, the anime never names any of this shit.
I pray you do. I pray you have a move.
She has a nice, lovely thing that she's only used twice before. That is, it does not register as an attack or as a spell or anything. It is instantaneous and it is incredibly powerful form of telekinesis that will slam pretty much anything in range around like ragdolls.
Alright, I'm counting this as a spell. Because I have to count it as something. It sounds like it's bludgeoning damage, technically.
Sure.
By the way, I'm eating candy, I'm sorry. And this attacks whom?
It is going to attempt to slam both of them into the ground and keep them there.
AoEs only do 5. So who is it attacking?
Oh, fine. We'll do it on Vegeta.
Alright. That barely hits. Okay? It is going to do 3 points of damage. Vegeta is now passed out again.
Hell yeah. She's gonna fly towards his passed out body.
How many spaces? 3?
Yeah. Actually, can she use hang on, how many spaces? 4?
She's allowed to move 3 spaces. You do not have any teleportation you can use at this point. You've already used a spell.
That's unfortunate. Anyway, she's just gonna move 3 spaces, I guess.
Alright, you are now 7 spaces away from Goku. Well within attack range. Goku, what is your response?
You know what they like to call me? They like to call me the do-over. Instant translocation directly behind her.
Okay. And you have an unarmed strike?
We're going for a punch this
that
time.
Like the 3rd instant translocation?
Yep,
It
instant
costs 0 key.
transmutation is a 0 key attack. It's just allowed because it's anywhere within your mind's eye or within sight. If you can think it. What?
It's anywhere that he knows where it is. So if he knows the location and he can sense the key level, he can go there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I was stating, but you know, you interrupted me, negative points to you.
Freerun doesn't have a key level, she has magic.
Goku does, or Vegeta does. And every time they've done that, Vegeta has been right there. And technically every living thing on the planet has ki. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Okay, sure.
No, that's just literally how it works. Everything on the planet has ki.
Yeah, sure. I'm saying that.
Okay, you're gonna kick him?
Punch him.
You're punching him, okay. That's a 19 and a 7. You definitely do it. Tell me how you're doing it.
So, Goku, in his smug, you've just fucked with my friend, I'm going to hurt you now, fingers to forehead, appears behind her. She turns around, realizing, oh my god, no, Goku, hits her so hard, her face creates the crater in the ground.
Freerin, you just took 14 points of damage. You are incapacitated. I'm going to give you 3 death rolls. And then you get 1 last action. One last one, and that is it. I'm also giving Vegeta the ability to now make moves because they have won technically. Would you like to recombine?
No.
No? Okay. All right. That is a fail. Okay. That was a fail, and then a 20. You are up with 1 point.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, what do? You have one chance. They are directly next to you.
Wouldn't she have summoning sickness as well from just
She
getting
does
up?
have summoning sickness. I'm giving them one last attack. Trust me.
Mhm,
Trust me on
mhm,
this.
mhm.
He had how much? How much health?
One.
Hmm.
You're directly in front of them. If you leave this area, you will take an attack of opportunity.
Sure will. Vegeta's still down on the ground, out.
Nope, Vegeta is up.
Oh.
They had time between your death rolls. That was technically 9 minutes. Vegeta rolled theirs, and because they had won the battle at this point, they took advantage. So they are up with 1 point as well. You get one response. One of your responses can be seceding and just be like, I apologize, I was wrong. That's the lamest one to do, and it will get you negative points.
It would make sense, but it is the lamest one, and it's not gonna happen. She's still got a nice, lovely spell that shatters the space itself around her.
Explain it to me.
It's exactly what it does. It creates a break in reality in the space around her.
And how? Okay.
Listen, it has like three seconds of visual in the anime. We don't know much about it.
All right, that does not work. It was a roll of a 4 and then a 19.
Ah,
All right,
damn.
Goku. Goku and Vegeta, you both get to take a simultaneous turn. End it.
They're both gonna try and punch her on opposite sides of the face.
Okay.
Always the face. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Explain to me how it goes down. Let me roll for you real quick to see how bad this is going to be. That is a 20 and then a 9. You get to do whatever you want.
So Goku and Vegeta both strike their signature karate poses. They leap slightly different directions, pulling their fists back while screaming "Ah!" and at the same time swing. So they try and make their fists meet, but her head's in the way. It's like they're trying to do an ultimate fist bump just with her head in the middle.
Frieren, do you have a loser speech?
Can she just try and duck and make them punch each other's fists
No.
instead? Oh,
No.
that would be so funny.
I think if they did that, the shockwave would probably be enough to knock you out.
It would just rip her apart.
You know,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
You could have given up. You could have. What's your
Yeah, but that would have been the lame up.
what's your loser speech?
Her losers.
It doesn't matter. Your head is now a giant
already-
puddle on the
well,
ground.
Yep, there it is.
It doesn't matter. Your head's a giant puddle on the ground. You have died. The end of the death battle goes to Vegito, which, let me explain. At the beginning of this death battle, it was already extremely unbalanced. However, considering the power levels of both Vegito and Frieren, who is the strongest canonical character inside of their shows, inside of the show, would have been able to possibly incapacitate Vegito as a singular entity. However, due to their hubris or greed, decided that splitting them up might give them an unfair advantage towards the power level stances. What they didn't realize is that each of these individual characters next to one another are some of the most powerful beings in the entire universe, and now you have two to deal with. With the amount of summoning magic that Frieren has, as well as power negation and shielding, Frieren had the opportunity to take care of one at a time and defeat each one as they stood. Instead, she chose to attack both willy-nilly and allowed each one to gain and lose points as necessary to the battle. Goku and Vegeta both being physically strong, unarmed strikes being one of the easiest ways to win this match, utilized it perfectly by allowing their spell actions to be used for transportation, and then using an unarmed strike to physically attack. Freerin could have taken an attack of opportunity multiple times, did not. Freerin could have summoned multiple. Freerin could have summoned multiple golems, did not. Freerin had, according to you, death spells that she never used a single time.
She did use that. That's the killing spell that she used.
Oh, that you only used the one
yeah.
time and you shot into the air? Okay.
Well, you kept telling me that all my spells were like
only
single
one.
Use.
It was only the one. It was the defense spell, which would have a cooldown.
Oh, it
was
spell
only the one.
The spell that is like her freest spell in the anime.
Yeah, sorry about you. It was destroyed and broken. I don't think you get to just endlessly summon shields. I didn't let them endlessly summon their earring back. Either way, the point of this is that the power level imbalance here was so staggeringly high. Had Freerin won, I would be getting all of the shit right this second. There is not a singular way Freerin could have won this battle.
There's no
However, she got closer than I thought she would multiple times. Had they not used their turns to heal each other, it would have left only Goku, who you could have tried to restrain and then attack. You did not.
Because I thought the restraint was. You kept telling me my shit was single use.
I never said it was single use. Your restraining spell has been mitigated. There is a time period that you can use that. You've used your usage for this battle. I never did. What happened to your restraint was that Goku broke out of it. They rolled for it and then did. And then
I tried to use it again, and you said, no, you only get the one.
No, I said that for the spell, or for the shield spell, and not any other ones. I promise you. Because the shield one was the only one that was broken. The shield one was the only one that was broken. Okay. So at this point, I would like for the both of you to shake hands virtually. There you go. Shake hands. Shake. Don't spit on it first. That's unsanitary. And I would like to acknowledge that yes, of course. Yes, shake. I would like to acknowledge that Vegito is canonically the winner between a battle between Vegito and Freerin, of all people.
Can I just say this reminds me of when I was 12 and would do all the like little fantasy PvP battles in my head.
Can I ask for like an in-character winner speech?
Go ahead.
Hey Vegeta, you okay? Get off of me, Kakarot. I'll win next time. That's okay. It's okay, Vegeta. We'll get them together. There you go. That's it.
Can I get an in-character?
So once again, the day is saved thanks to these grown-ass men.
They walk away fist bumping because they destroyed, what was it, September 19th, 2001, or whatever it was.
All right. That is not the end of this episode. The end of this episode is dependent on who got the most points for being accurate, using their powers in a way that made sense, and other dog shit that I decided to come up with as we played. So, Rowan.
Hi.
I hope you're prepared. Would you like to know you guys' point totals?
Yeah.
Sure, let's hear it.
Lumi, you got +1 for being cool right at the very beginning of the episode.
Ooh.
You got +2 for being a tired kitty.
Yes.
You got +3 for Liza P.
Yeah.
You got +1 for being cool again. You got -1 for Liza P. Again. You got +7 for Vegito.
Yeah.
And you got +4 for winning the battle.
Nice.
Ending at a total score of 17.
Okay.
Rowan, do you want to hear your breakdown or would you like to hear your score?
Let's just hear the total.
No. So you got -5 for laughing at the very beginning of the episode. You got -2 for lying to me about the mobile game not being on your phone.
I'm
you got -5 because of idle game. You got +2 for
I'm
your
gonna
response.
crash out.
You got -2 for I took the notes here and it just says -2 Rowan. I don't know what that means.
It just says -2 in my name?
It just says Rowan.
I just exist and I lose points?
You
Yep.
got plus 10 for picking a character that I had no faith in winning. But the fucking cojones on you to think that would work. I gave you plus 10 points. If you've been keeping the math, your final total is -2.
This is bullshit.
So, would you guys like to know who won?
Yeah.
I
I-
won.
What? You can have to
Blue
run
ones.
through that. Oh my god.
No, do you have a winner speech?
You know, I fought really hard about this because I wasn't sure if I would which of my favorite like anime characters to go for. I went for one that I figured could win in the fight. My other choice was Saitama, so I think that would have been a much much easier win.
Yeah, it would have been a significantly easier win.
What flicks done? But no, you know, I said I was gonna win. I knew I was gonna win. I won. Congrats me.
Okay. Rowan, I'm gonna ask you two things before I let you do your loser speech. One, why in the fuck did you choose Freerin when I said a fight?
Because she's a powerful mage and she's one of my favorite characters.
You
I
knew
just
we
like
were
her a
going to-
lot.
You knew we were probably gonna go for brawlers. That's what me and Lumi like, are brawlers.
Yep.
Yeah?
You're gonna defeat them with your stick?
Magic is bullshit.
Apparently the fuck not. I gave Magic every opportunity and it lost. You guys started off, I even gave, okay, for transparency, both characters started off with 20 points of health. I halved it between Vegeta and Goku because they split up. Freerin just got her ass kicked. She just got her ass kicked.
I definitely had when you asked me if I wanted to combine myself, I was like, no, wait, that one gives me one target. So if they do the death ray, I'm done.
Yeah.
Also, I figured you'd half the health. So it's like if I merged with Vegeta, I'm only gonna get 1 HP back. So
Oh, you would have
not worth
gotten
it.
no HP back because Vegeta was at 1 point. So you would have gotten no additional points of health. And
Even
I was
worse,
expecting Rowan to death beam you, which they didn't do.
I did do that. I did the beam.
You deaf him space.
The end attack that you were going to try to do was nothing. Was a nothing burger.
Also, like her
I'm being very harsh about this.
in the anime, her like you keep calling it a death beam. That's her basic offensive magic. It's a cantrip. It's just called a killing spell. It's just a cantrip blast.
What, they just Avada Kedavra everybody in that show? Is that how this goes?
No, that's
Avada
just the name
Kedavra,
of it.
dead.
That was a question. If we'd picked like Harry Potter.
Oh god.
Avaracadabra!
That'd have been cool. I wanna see you guys do your own death battle in the future and give it more parameters. I wanna see if you guys can do it better. In fact, fucking boomstick all you all, if you somehow stumbled upon this, I would like to see what your result would have been between Vegito and Freerin.
Oh, it's gonna
I
be
want to see that episode with y'all's
so Joker.
entirely thought out theories, because that sounds fucking awesome. But this week goes to Lumi, and now you get to give your loser speech, Rowan.
Can I give my loser speech in character?
No, you already did that. You tried. You got your face squished. Your character's
Oh,
dead.
I see. The bit was just that I was gonna be silent.
Oh,
Now I can't do it.
no.
Anyway, at the end of the day, we all have our favorite characters. We all love our characters. We like to see them fight. It's a good time.
I'll tell you, I was not going to end up picking fucking Chowder from the amazing... from Chowder.
I picked Shin-Chan as my fighter.
Because, like, while I love Chowder, I don't think Chowder was going to win in a fight. I'm just going to be super honest with you. Okay.
You know what? You've just given me an idea for an episode.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, that hopefully, maybe next time, question marks?
It might be. It might, to piggyback off the back of this death battle, we might have a follow-up fight.
Fuck yeah. I love Death Battle. Death Battle's so cool.
I'm gonna drag Lumi out into the parking lot and fist fight him in real
Oh
life.
no.
Oh my god.
I think you will appreciate this one, Rowan.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That has been Brain Fog. Death Battle? Celebrity death fog? Death
Fog battle.
fog battle? Yeah. Fog in, out, boomstick. Boom shakalaka.